one of the chemical responses that cause your allergy symptoms. Nasacort Allergy 24 hours stops more. And is
ready to do some fishing?
Heck yeah. Nasacort relieves the worst of your nasal
Alright,
allergy symptoms.
let's get in some crappies,
including
guys.
congestion for a full 24.
What's up, YouTube? Today we're at Westlake here with my buddy. You see, just targeting crappies. Set up the camera in a good spot. A lot of structure around here. Using 4-pound tests on my Abu rod and my fluted reel. 32nd ounce jig heads and crappie sliders. Got 2 of them. We're just casting right here along these pillars. A lot of crappies out here. Hopefully we get into a whole bunch of them. Fish on. I gotta kill him. Decent gill there. About 4 or 5 inches. Came off. What we're doing is letting it sink. Since we have really light jig heads. Already got hooked up on one. There's a nice crappie right there. Good fish. Another nice crappie. There. This is like crappie heaven. You know, pretty much it's almost every cast. Another one right here. This place is meant for its excellent pan fishery. Good eating sized crappies. right there. This is what we call fishing at its best right here. Every cast, you get a nice crappie. Another solid fish right here. Good fighters also. Only pain is when they inhale that jig all the way down their throat and you can't get it out. Another nice one. This is a beauty right here. Solid 9. Maybe close to 9.5. Gill right here. Beautiful colors on it. Not as big. About 5.5, 6. Beautiful colors though. Nice orange belly. Got a monster hooked up right here, guys. Wow. Check this out, guys. We got a double hooked up right here. Good sizing too. Look at that. That's awesome. That was a nice product. This one hit right by shore. Man, these are some good crappies. Doesn't get better than this, folks. This is awesome. Every freaking cast, you get a nice fish on. Here. See, one thing about crappie fishing, you know, some people don't find it fun, some people do. In my book, fish is a fish. matter what kind of fish you get, it's always nice. Also a perfect day today, nice and cloudy, not too hot. Something broke your line? Oh, had something big hooked up, broke your line. With crappies, they tend to bite really softly, so when you're jigging for them, you'll feel like the slightest little tap in your line. And when you do, make sure you set the hook quick, because they will spit it back out. Another gill. This one inhaled this jig. I'm surprised these little guys can inhale a jig like this. These freaking things are like piranhas, no joke. Feisty little fish. Nice healthy fish though. 4.5, 5 inch gill. If you guys are wondering how to catch crappie, you gotta catch the right timing. One, you gotta find good structure, like this kind of. You know, if there's any like bridges, trees in the water, brush piles, you know, even smaller logs, tires, that's where all the crappie will hang out. Forgot to mention the colors we're using. Chartreuse with black and yellow with sparkles on it. What colors are you using?
Red and chartreuse.
He's using red and chartreuse. It's also a small jig head. 32nd of an ounce. Sometimes they tend to hit so close to shore. These are like bass almost. It's a nice one right there. Good sized crappie. into my other jig. Another nice crappie. About 7.5. Mine came off. Yeah. Forgot to mention the lake that we're fishing at is West Lake here in Iowa. It's about, drive for us was about half an hour from Des Moines, south. It's worth well the drive. You know you're gonna catch some good fish. Right here. Another nice crappie. Oh, I know, I think we're just white. I think it's the second white I've caught today. This is a white crappie right here. Decent white. crappies in here are really aggressive. You know, they hit about anything. Ooh. They hit anything from, you know, minnows, tube jigs, crappie sliders, really small rooster tails. Got them on road runners, crappie dappers, anything. Not sure how many fish we caught so far, but I'm guessing around 20 fish already. That's a pretty big gill. Oh wow, that's a nice gill. Trying to get him the whole time. I got him. This is a solid. I don't know. Good sized gill though. 7. Close to 8. Good gill. Good freaking gill. It's a hog. good one right here. That's a nice fish. Beautiful colors to it. Good eating. Definitely good eating. Good thickness on that. You know, there's a lot of ways you can fish for crappie. I see a lot of people on YouTube. You know, I see people troll for them. I see people jig for them. You know, set out a slip bobber with the minnow. Those are those are the three ways I fish mostly. Just jig, slip bobber, and troll. Crappies can get aggressive at some point, you know. But there's no right or wrong way to fish with it, really. There really isn't. As long as you're using smaller jigs, you know, like what I'm using. As soon as I get this in, I'll show you what I'm using, just so you guys get a good look at it. Got a hit there, but do you see that little crappie slider? Second. It's just a tiny little jig with the tail. It just gives a little action like that, swims in the water with a really, really small jig head. You know, anything like that, crappies will take, you know. My buddy's personal best over there was a 17-inch crappie, and I couldn't believe my eyes. My personal best is 16 and a half. And those bigger ones will probably take bigger baits. Like, you know, if you have baby shad that run through your river, or even like really small creek chubs about like that big. Yeah. Freaking monster. I got a monster, dude. That's a good size. That's a good 10. Maybe close to 11. 10, 10 and a half. That's a nice fish. I think it's beautiful. Anyway, what I was saying, if you have, you know, if you're chasing the big crappie, you can use smaller creek chubs about that size. You can use baby shad. You can use, you know, twister tails. I've caught a few off twister tails. You know, bigger road runners tipped with like a minnow. You know, I've caught, you know, sometimes they'll tend to hit on night crawler, like here, they'll probably hit on night crawler. Now if you're ice fishing for them, it's a little different story. Their metabolism slows down a bit, and, but once you find the school of crappies in the winter, give them a good treat and you'll have a good bite, you know. Crappies in the winter are, you know, they're by far better eating too. Had a hit there, sorry. But they're better eating, you know. Sometimes, but mostly like in the winter when I ice fish, I usually tend to get the smaller ones. But I've pulled out a few 13, 14s here and there. You know, I've pulled out a few this size ice fishing, and it doesn't get better than this, honestly. These are some good eating, good catching, fun fish. And also for setups, you don't need anything heavy. You don't need like 10-pound test and all that. I had a guy commented on my channel saying, 2-pound test, really? Why are you using that? You know, you don't need 10-pound test or 8-pound. Anywhere from 2 to 6 is fine. You know, but just just make sure your drag is set at all times, just in case anything bigger comes on your hook. Because I've had a channel, it's a good crappie right there, but I've had a channel hit on one of these little crappie jigs one time, and I was using 2-pound tips, and I believe the fight was about 15 to 20 minutes. So if you have any questions, just feel free to ask. You know, you can definitely email me, comment, but most of all, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. No, they're just loaded in here. That one just came right off the hook. That was awesome. Another nice crappie there. You lost the next one? There's just, this place is just loaded. You know, if you're living here in Iowa and you want a place to fish for panfish, come here. This place is just packed with panfish. Good crappies, good eating sized gills. You know, there's also, if you have a boat, see, I'm a boatless angler, so if you have a boat, you can come out here. And there's some good bass in here as well. There's also ice fishing tournaments that are held here. You know, it's a nice place. People are friendly. There's also some good food that I can smell right now. It smells pretty delicious. Another one. Oh, where are you going, sir? Didn't want to lose this one because it's a nice fish right here. Holy smokes, it's a nice big crappie. Look at that. That's another solid 10.5, 11 right there. It's a nice fish. Get him tossed back. Towards the end, before we go home, we will be keeping a few for dinner. You see the meat is so nice and tender. By far, one of my favorite fish to eat are crappies and then walleye. There we go. Oh, that one came up. But hopefully, if this fall is good, I'll be making a walleye video, so keep your eyes open for that. Walleye are definitely fun to catch. Just remember what I said. If you have any local ponds that you go to, you know, even rivers will carry crappies. Rivers tend to have bigger crappies. And if that's what you're going for, don't be afraid. You know, just change your line to 4-pound, put some crappie dappers on, and just jig really slow around the structure. Oh, that was a nice fish. Jig really slow around the structures, you know, rocky areas as well. That's where they also tend to stick around. Catching anything over there?
Yeah, a few.
Good. Nice fish. But if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Take a look at these fish. They're nice. Also, you can email me, Iowa_anglers@AOL. I will put it in the description below the videos. We'll get a few more on video here, and then we're going to take a break and shoot another part. Maybe if the bass are hitting, I'll probably shoot a bass video for you guys to see. Man. Freaking fighters, dude. Yeah, this is a nice one right here. This is some nice fish. Holy smokes, look at that. What would you say? Another 10? Oh, yeah. 10 and a half. Good fish. We'll get one more. Wow. As soon as I got out of the snag, look at that. Ripped the tail.
Oh, nice.
Got out of the snag. Usually the water isn't this high here. Alright, we're just going to take a break there. We're gonna take a break, sit down for a little bit. Hope you guys enjoyed that episode of crappie fishing. We'll shoot another one.